we challenge y'all, if you haven't already started your deconstruction, we just challenge you guys to just critically think about some of this stuff. Go read a few scriptures in the Bible and really think about what it really means. Think about how patriarchy and religion go hand in hand. Once you start connecting those dots, I'm telling you, it's gonna all make sense. It is very
Once you
scary
see
right
it.
now for some people. It's like, no, I don't even want to listen to this. But this is how you free yourself as a woman in this society. And we're not saying go out here and be a wild Jezebel and all that. No one's saying that. We just want women to be free. And it starts with deconstructing religion because it's a part of the patriarchy. It's a huge part of the oppression of women. Once you can break free of those chains, you're on your way. You're like already halfway there. So you don't have to take what we're saying as literal or with, at face value, whatever. That's fine. Just challenge yourself and read a few scriptures.
Do your own research, as people would say, because you really would be surprised at how many pastors and religious leaders literally lose their faith going through seminary and learning about how these things were put together and the language barriers when they see the scrolls that we get our religious texts from, and they see how much is missing and they see how much had to be just sort of like they basically had to make it up and be like, okay, well, this would fit the context. Like, that is what it is. A lot of them don't match up. Like, a lot of things just don't really add up. And it can be a scary process, but it's also a very liberating process.
It's a very
process
liberating
in which you will sort of be able to see a lot more propaganda once you're kind of through with this process. Like, you're going to be able to clock it, right?
Absolutely.
When you see it, you're going to be like, oh, this seems fishy. And yeah, we're definitely going to have a Justice for Jezebel episode at some point because the narrative around Jezebel has been just wild when really she was just a woman trying to protect her own people. She was actually actively putting herself in danger in order to save her people. And she gets such a bad rap, and she was literally married. Like, she gets this bad rap of like she's this single woman who's like seducing men, and it's like whole time she was a married woman.
You just made me think about when we talked about Cruella de Vil, that she really wasn't the villain, but people were bringing up that she was the villain because she was trying to make her fur. She made furs out of puppies or something like that. But I thought about that over the weekend because I came across another clip, and I'm like, she wasn't really the villain, but just like clockwork, in every movie or TV show where the woman is portrayed as the villain and she really isn't, they always got to throw in some patriarchal thing and attach it to the woman in order to make her seem like the villain. But that whole puppy thing was just a patriarchal thing to make people hate her.
They were like, what's worse than a woman who wants to kill a bunch of puppies?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Now let's also make her single, and then let's make her honest about why having a boyfriend is embarrassing.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, basically that's all she was trying to say.
Literally.
She was like, this is your man? Okay.
She was so disgusted and like, oh, you poor thing. And so, but you just made me think of that for some reason. But that's just what they do. And that's the theme. It's a theme in the Bible. No woman was righteous. Like, they always had to.
But all the men somehow were.
They were all righteous.
All the men, no matter what they did, were somehow righteous. And that's what we want y'all to kind of take a look at today. This is kind of the first step. Just explore the connections between the patriarchy, Christianity, religion in general, and kind of make your own conclusions about what decentering men might look like within that context.